Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Mother of Karma and I'm back with another video. I want to start off by saying thank you for coming back to my channel, tuning in with me and exchanging your energy with me, alright? Only in the positive sense, okay? Some people just like take that shit and run with it. So, dear Heavenly Father, allow me to provide the most clear, concise, and accurate messages during this reading. Allow me to share in relatable terminology and or comprehensive terminology in which the things that you allow me to see, the things that you bestow unto me, and the things that you give me the abilities to do. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. So, first message, God is a woman. Secondly, I was given, I've actually been seeing this all my life, and I didn't realize what exactly it was until maybe like 2 days ago. So, please feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this video before I hop into this. It's free as fuck. You should do that. And, you know, why not do something that's free? Make a little, you know, what's the word? Go ahead and implement your domino and the domino effect of how all this entire life thing plays out, okay? I have just like been, you know, reflecting upon my life and just going and like revisiting old situations and stuff like that. And as I revisit these old situations and I pay attention to what has happened there and you know, make true connection of what happened during that time, I've, you know, came to a conclusion about that situation. But then like I'll see the life experience of what's happened, like as if I'm like drawing this out kind of, and the whole scene or the whole situation will just, I will end up like seeing it from a higher perspective, and I'll crumble it up at like the whole scene, like physically, like say I just made like a smoothie or something yesterday morning. Like if I were to change what type of smoothie I had, I would go back to that, you know, travel backwards and see myself doing that yesterday and crumble up the whole scene and implement a new smoothie. Also, be careful doing that though, because it has to actually be like your problem solving, you know, a karmic cycle or karmic past, something that caused you to have karma, something like that. But however, do the research, but certain years of, you know, you being born, these type of people don't have karma. So yeah, you can believe what you want, but some people could say like, oh, you know, everybody has karma. Actually, if you paid attention, you would notice that we had an energetic shift when children born from I want to say the cutoff was actually 1998, all the way to 2000. And then after that was another one. I forget the exact years, but anyways, yeah. So I see these, you know, these situations get crumbled up, and like when I'm tired of dealing with something, like I just see the situation crumbled up and I'll just like toss it up and I'll see it shoot straight up and go to God, like a direct message, a direct line of thought, like every thought goes straight to him. And if it's rejected, if it's like something he should handle, it'll stay there. But y'all, I cannot tell you how many situations I have seen him dealings with people, not in other people as well, that I have seen him just shoot that thought, that message you just sent, that I just sent upwards, straight down. And when I saw that, I said, oh, got it. These motherfuckers here, they dealing with some other shit. It's like they're trapped and bound to the underworld. Like the underworld is handling their karma, not God. Okay? Also, I think we need to realize that hell doesn't exist, actually. It's not hell, it's called the underworld, and that shit is scarier than hell. Okay? Imagine, you know, we all think hell is just like this pit of fire, like surviving on rocks. Like, nah, that's kind of luxury to some people spiritually. Hell is, if I had to put it into words, it's a biomass of empty space that is filled with water, but the water is still there. It does not move. You move through it. And it's no Stranger Things type of thing. So, the message here too is that understand that the people who have been working against you are wreaking their karma. Okay, they will get what's served to them. I'm also getting like it's 6:55 p.m. Some get it instantly, some get it within a couple of days because they're just anticipating it to come. So it has to sneak up on when they least expect it. Somebody is in an ongoing cycle of receiving karma after karma after karma. That's all they know. Also, unfortunately, when I was channeling this, there's a father and a mother couple, adoptive parents actually, who are responsible for allowing the father of the adoptive parent set to molest and rape and steal the innocence of the children, essentially. And this mother actually enjoyed it. She sat back and watched the whole thing happen. Okay? So I don't want to go too much into depth into that situation. Sorry, I had to crack my bag. Yeah, but it was just like, holy shit. I knew how to come do a reading because I was writing that so much stuff down, and it was just like, write that my adoptive parents raped and molested me and sold me out via contract to million and billionaires around the world. And then like 6:56 p.m. the vision that 6:36 on the clock, and the vision that I get that I got when I heard this and was told to write it down. I didn't write it down because I was like, I don't know about this. But yo, it's like the scene that I saw was from, what's that show? Squid Games, where they get into the car and they're all seduced subconscious because of the anesthesia that's coming out of the car. So I'm like, all right, that is a real thing. Just because it's in a movie doesn't like shit like this really exists, and I don't think people realize it. So also, I'm picking up on another time. You could have been hanging out with a friend or someone you thought was your friend back in high school days, or back in like 2015 to 2015 to like 2017, or yeah, you could have been hanging out with somebody that you thought was your friend, right? Y'all were smoking, stuff like that, and then like you just get so high that you fall asleep, and it's like you can't stay up, you can't stay awake. And it's just like, how many blunts really do that? All right. So it's like, what is the blunt spiked with in order to make you fall asleep, not be able to stay up, not be able to function? You know what I'm saying? So it's giving like your friends could have trafficked you in the past without you like truly even knowing. It's just like a lot of different secrets coming out, and I was just like, what the fuck's going on? So it's more and more coming to the surface. It's like an iceberg, like, and only this much of it is showing, but underneath is like a graveyard. All right. So I'm going to just go ahead and get into this and see what the Holy Spirit wants me to share, wants me to let you guys know. In all, I saw God physically reject dealing with the situation and gave it to his fallen angel, which is Satan, to deal with. I don't think people realize, like, even though Satan is a fallen angel or whatnot, I think that people think like, oh, he doesn't listen to God, this is not. But in reality, I believe he actually, like, to an extent has to does, all right, in some sort of fashion. Although he's chaos, destruction, shit like this, he is what causes us to go through the depths and darks of life, those type of cycles. And if you are fortunate enough to see life lessons within those type of situations and come up out of them and continuously put yourself in the light with God and align yourself with God, then so be it. All right. I feel like those people are people who have a different type of power. Those are people who are able to call judgment over other people, to instill change in ripple effects in life, in timelines, in true events of situations happening. These are people who are knowledgeable. They've been there, they've done that, and they know not to go back. So, yep, and what's pointing up at the top of the deck is the High Priestess, okay? Somebody who can see through different dimensions, different realms, different villas, different places, somebody who can travel. That's what I was supposed to tell you. Also, I have, so, God doesn't want to deal with this situation because it didn't even stem from God. It stemmed from the motherfucking devil. And unfortunately, I feel like I was a product of light from a satanic ritual type of situation, a curation or confirmation, 7 p.m. on the clock. And that's God's number. So what the fuck I'm saying is true as fuck. But, and it's just so much. And I don't even know like the true depths of it and whatnot. But I'm working through it and I'm sharing all this shit. So that's documented, period. And documentative evidence card came out the other day in my reading. But this, what I saw, okay, and this shit here is like a whole nother can of worms. I saw myself, I don't know how old I was. I had to have been at least 3 or 4 years old at this time. In this vision, it was a gray film over the entire dream, actually. This was a dream, so this is how I know it was vivid. This was a past event that I was being shown. I'm sitting on this couch, and it's like I had this older lady / housekeeper sitting next to me, just kind of ordering me to do certain things. However, I was in charge of the entire house. I was in charge of everything, and it was quite strange. But the name Bonhide or Bone Straw, Bonahide or Bonafide, a last name like that is extremely significant. I was sitting on this couch, right? But I was in this house that was literally had to be built on an old plantation. That's exactly the vibes I was getting. And areas like that are South Carolina, Georgia, that area. North Carolina, South Carolina. I'm most likely Tennessee, but I'm not sure about Tennessee. But however, what I have been picking up on Georgia for a very long time, and it's not just that I know people there. It's besides it's the history of the state, and so shit. It could have been Louisiana, Alabama. I don't know, but I know for a fact Mardi Gras significant. So New Orleans is in Louisiana. So Louisiana is extremely significant. Okay, that is the hub of voodoo. Also, that is where I don't even want to keep talking about this motherfucker because I hate him, God. I hate him. That is where my children's father, just stepdad, has family. So I'm to say that they don't have ties or know somebody, who knows what voodoo is, especially when, grandpa's mom is in the church, all right, but she's a motherfucking racist ass bitch, all right, who can go fucking, yeah, she can go fuck herself, period. Yeah, I'm sitting in this house. Sorry, y'all, if it's hard for me to, talk about this, but it's just, what the fuck I saw, really fucking disturbed me to the point to where it's just, what the fuck is going on? I felt like my mind is about to just explode out of my fucking head one day. And I feel like this is coming at a very fast, unseen rate. And I don't like it, but I would like to know what the truth is. So, and just, I just want what's rightfully mine to be returned to me, period. Also, while I was sitting in this house, I knew it was a house built on an older plantation type because of how the wood was built on the floors. When you walked over the wood, it would still creak to where the foundation was mainly wood based, if that makes sense. It wasn't concrete. It had renovations, but the base of the house was wood. So, I was just sitting on this couch, and when I'm sitting on this couch behind me, okay, what was behind me? Behind me was the kitchen. So, and off, as I'm sitting on this couch, it's in a living room. Off to my left-hand side was this piano. So somebody plays the piano, somebody knows how to play the piano, and somebody can type really fast. I could type 74 words per minute. But I've always been a very fast typer, and I never knew, naturally where that fucking skill came from. So, it's giving, vigorous training as a child, put through vigorous vigorous training was done. I don't know. And I've also had a dream of like me like having to do like this military thing where they like lay on the ground in like this dirt pit and like have to like use their arms to move across the whole entire pit the entire time, or put like their head in the dirt or some shit. I don't know. But anyways, I'm sitting in this house. Off to the left is a grand piano. Nobody's at the piano, but the piano was up, so somebody was playing the piano before that. There is sheet music on the piano. In front of me is a group of older men, all right, dressed in like 1960s attire. So, you know, the long sleeve shirt with the vest, the beret type of hat with the monocle and the fucking cigarette coming out the mouth, and the pocket watch. But plaid is very significant, okay? Like, it's giving like Britney Spears Toxic. And when I was at this place, I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Y'all, this housekeeper lady that was sitting next to me, I don't even know if it was a man or a woman. I didn't see the face, but I just felt like the person sitting next to me. So it was like my overseer, like my fucking headmaster, or my fucking, it's giving like my handler, like my pimp or something like that. And I'm just like, what the fuck? So next thing I know, I'm going through these pictures. All of a sudden, I see myself on a white picture like this, right, with a white border. Very thin. It's like very old, like when your parents used to take you to Walmart, like when Walmart used to have fucking photo centers in it still, like 2000s 1990 era of getting pictures taken when that was popular. But it was like a modern setting of the pictures, but it wasn't. So it's giving like Kmart. I think Kmart photos used to be the one where they would like, the whole sitting area used to be like covered in like this white fur or something. But I was sitting on top of like this white fur, and y'all, I could not have been more than 3 years old in this fucking photo. And in this photo, I'm looking at the camera kind of sad, but I'm smiling, and my hair was like this short and was curly. And 7:07 p.m. What I was wearing was a two-piece, like a motherfucking sexy ass bralette, and the bottom of me was covered, but you could tell it was a two-piece set because a piece of the red was showing like on my stomach's over, like kind of in between my arms, like I was sitting like this, I think. And I know I just kind of looked distraught in the photo, but I was like kind of smile, like it was like a forced smile. And as soon as I looked at the picture, the person, the pimp or the person sitting next to me snatched it out of my hand. I was like, all right, that's enough. You need to hand all this stuff out. And I'm just like, what the fuck am I handing out? The people and the older men, and it was like a mix of older men, like a couple women here and there, but they were like, it's giving like lineage. It's like they had to update the lineage. It's like giving like ancestry reports and stuff like that back in the day were documented on a piece of paper. Like they were documented on a piece of paper, that on like an envelope actually. And every family back in the day had their own envelope, and in these envelopes were pictures of the family, you know, who had what children, how much money they had. But these were the lineages and of like wealthy families. So it's giving like before this time there was, you know, hold on, y'all. I gotta get this right. Before this time, okay, certain ancestors back in the day during slavery days, they may have lost their native language, but they still had their mentality, okay? So these people were still able to communicate and stuff like that, even though they got switched up and, you know, set different places, but the knowledge still remained. They were still able to tell these people, like, yes, I was royalty back here in Africa, this is how this worked, this is how this went. But long story short, the slave owners took the identities of the royal black African indigenous people. Wow. And what I was doing in this dream, it's like I'm a product or of a house slave or like of a house slave and mistress, and you know, one of those relations where a slave or ends up being raped, or, you know, ends up having a true love affair with the the owner of the plantation. And I think that's, I don't know, I think that's what stems, or why there's like perhaps there's like a generational curse over you. Okay, perhaps if you're black and white and you're mixed, there's like a generational curse where you can't even hang out with white people because they don't consider you white, or you can't even hang out with black people because they don't truly consider you black. Well, these are the people that came out of situations like that. They are true children of royalty in a sense. I don't know how that part works out. I'm not even gonna get into all that, but oh Lord, when I was sitting, so I was sitting here and I was given like this other envelope, and as I'm reading the names, and I'm so pissed. I didn't wake up out of my dream to write down these names, but it was so vivid. So when I travel back and truly channel this moment, this dream, I will write it down and come back to this video and make it part 2. But y'all, I was just like, I was appalled. Like, my energy shifted after I seen a picture of me, and it was like red glitter too. It was like a red glitter fucking bralette, like on a fucking 2 and 3 year old. This was not a fucking bathing suit. This was a custom made piece, custom made clothing for a fucking 2 to 3 year old child to model and wear. It's like they were looking at, it's like I was a child sexual prostitute model. And it's like, what the fuck? I don't even know how to, 7:11 p.m. My son was born on 7:11. Very, very powerful child. I just don't get the aspect or the scope of like the situation. It gets fucking better than this. I gotta hurry up this story so my video don't be running long as fuck. But y'all, this right here, if you watch any video, listen to this shit. I handed out these things, right? And the person sitting next to me is like, hurry up, you gotta hurry up. So I'm handing these shits out and I'm looking, but I'm like, don't tell me to hurry up. And then she was just like, oop, like, okay. Like, I corrected her and she shut the fuck up. So I guess it was a female. I don't know. I keep saying she. But after I hand everything out, I'm like, okay, so what are y'all all doing? They're like, we need our photos updated. So it's like a collection. It's a photo. It's a collection of familial history. And Ancestry.com, that shit right there will not give you the true history of one's family lineage. So, it'll tell you your DNA, but it won't tell you information in regards to your family. These packets, these it's like picture a manila folder, but white, cream. We're not talking these, excuse me, yeah, more on the white side. It was a cotton envelope. It was a fucking cotton envelope. There we go. Oh man, I'm channeling like a motherfucker. It's getting hot. All right, so it was a cotton envelope, and it still had like the old twine around it where you still had to rip, like the shit was old and you had to hold it with care. But they're still using it. And this was a past situation. So this is when I was a child, I believe. But so I give everybody their envelopes, whatnot. They go out this door that's on the left hand side. I drew this. Hold on. They go out this door that's on the left hand side to go out into the courtyard, take their picture, right? So I'm like, all right, now what? So I'm venturing around the house, and the next thing I know, y'all, I can't make this shit up though. I really the fuck can't. And I don't even know how to like process this because it's really like weird. It's really fucking nuts and weird. But y'all, I walked into this room and I thought it was my room. And because I just ended up in there, I opened the door to this other room, but there was like it's like a fucking hotel brothel. Like these rooms had multiple adults in them. Like I walked into the one room before I hit my room. And it was a white man, like a skinny white man laying in bed with like a black lady and another white lady. And like the guy was naked, but everybody was just like so comfortable being naked around each other and shit like that. That's how I knew like this was like, it had to be early 2000s. I couldn't have been 1980s because I wasn't fucking alive then. Unless I don't know my true age, like type shit. Like unless I don't know my true age, then that's the only way this would make sense. But I was just sitting there, and the clothing that I was wearing in that picture was just, it was too modern. It was too new age red glitter for it to be, that far back. But this was like a past event, but these people in the shit were like still alive. It's like yeah, it's like this family or this lineage of people, whoever they are, they purposely get dressed up in old vintage clothing for their family photos. And you know, I was in the photo, another dream way before this, I was inside the actual photo studio. And there was like families just lining up. I forgot all about this dream actually. Families lining up in this like warehouse studio, walk in, you know, one of those LA type of, you walk into this crazy door you had to go find through this fucking building maze because they gave you an address to the outside shit and didn't give you the directions on how to find the actual door. But you get into there and then it's like a whole bunch of fucking it's like three photographers set up against the back wall, and then nothing but vintage old lace. And I remember being sat in this car that was like a vintage car, but it was newer. It was like a Power Wheel, but it was like a real moving car. It was really small, but the shit moved. And it was fast as fuck, actually. But the back of it could convert from like a trunk to extra seating. But it was like it looked like a fucking mini Thunderbird. That's what it looked like. All right, so Ford is significant. Anyways, so they walked out the door to go out to the courtyard to take their pictures. So I walk upstairs to the room. I open this one door. That's all the people that I seen there. And I was just kind of stuck there like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, I didn't know. And it's giving like confusion, unawareness, not knowing. And this is my child self. So I walk in, so I close that door after going in there. And then and then I go into the next room and I'm like, okay, I'm with my sister. I'm with myself. Like, I go into this bed and I go sit down on this bed because I just like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. And me and my sister, it's like I was dropped off there. Like, I was being forced to stay with family. And me and my sister are laying in this bed just relaxing. Next thing I know, y'all, I can't make this shit up. Paris Hilton, completely fucking naked, gets in the bed in between me and my sister. I had this water bottle in my hand, or this drink with this snack, and I sat up when she was like laying down next to me, and I was like, it was just weird. 7:17 p.m. And I sat up and I spilt the drink in the bed on purpose, so like she would get up and feel kind of like disgusted and like get out to bed, and she did. So then she was like, y'all need to get dressed and come outside with me. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I get dressed. I don't recall my sister following me out the room. Excuse me. Like, I change my clothes and I go outside, and I'm in this courtyard and I'm looking at them, and it's like there's Paris Hilton at my, like, this person that I had a fling with like a long ass time ago, which is so strangely weird. It's like, I'm sorry. It's one of those, like, I don't. That's what the person is saying. They're sorry. But, and what pissed me off is they asked me, do I want to play kickball? But we ended up playing volleyball in a fucking circle. So I'm like, no, you motherfuckers, this is volleyball. Okay, we're peppering, we're passing, we're just playing volleyball right now. This is not kickball. These motherfuckers wanted me to play kickball with them in a fucking, like, vicinity of where I could reach out and touch them. Like, literally put first base right here. Another person standing on the other side of the circle of this group little huddle is at second base, and then, you know, first over here, third's over here, but I'm home base. What? All right, let me just show y'all this shit first. All right, where is it? Because I don't know. Yeah, and then, you know, then shortly after that, I got this vision. This is how the print, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's given 1980s, 1960s type vibes with the stopwatch and shit like that. It's that era. It's like we're transitioning into modernism. I don't know. Oh, you do know. You know every fucking thing. I swear I don't. Hold on. I'm trying to find this vision of y'all for the house. If you guys peek back to my other video, though, I will show you this. This was the underground train dash caboose type of thing that I saw my son, and I just snatched him. I was like, no, we gotta go. We gotta get the fuck up out of here. But hold on. Where is the house? Where's the house? Where's the house? Where's the house? Yeah, so I was just like really baffled, but what really got me all was seeing myself in the fucking skimpy ass clothing. Like, it was like stripper clothing for kids. There's a children's strip club underground. Okay. Y'all gonna have to bear with me as I try to find this motherfucking video. Or as I try video. What video? There's a video that is significant. There's a video that's about to surface. Somebody needs to find this video. Somebody's in the process of finding a video. I don't know why I just said that. So, yeah. Hold on, yo. Where is this fucking house at? So, this is the house. This is a porch of another house that I had, of another dream that God had taken me to. That I was just roaming in this fucking countryside motherfucking neighborhood. It was very rural. But I just remember being at the porch of these people's houses. Where? I drew it. Where is it? Don't y'all just fucking hate that? Hold on. This is gonna piss me off. Alright, but I'm not sure what the dream means. I feel like this is a situation. This is something that happened, like, as a child or as a child in another life. I don't. There's just no, or perhaps it's a past life situation. A past life situation. I don't think so. I don't think I'm related to fucking Paris Hilton, because that shit I don't even know how. But anything is fucking possible these days. But yeah, and if you look back at my other videos, I also have a video on analyzing, like, okay, here we go. Analyzing about me being in this pool, at this hotel, in like this kind of like lazy river type pool, just in a fucking floaty tube with in the pool, Paris Hilton, just talking to her. And then there's like this heavy-set white lady that's off to the side of the pool that escorts me out of the pool and then up to this motherfucking hotel room. And as I walked into the, and as I walk into like the den, like where the elevator, like the little elevator waiting room, whatever, where you wait for the elevator at, she hands me a fruity, and a fruity is like, it's like a penny candy. It's hood candy. It's like FROOTIEs. They're different from fruit Tootsie Rolls. Alright? They're actually they're like so much better. Alright, so this was the house setup. So alright, don't look at this side yet. But imagine, you're sitting on this couch right here. Alright, this cushion right here, the furthest one closest to the door. This is the door that you go out of to take the motherfucking pictures into the courtyard. And then here's the piano right against the wall. But this was the picture that I saw of myself. And I was just so baffled, so madly confused, like, what the fuck? And so then we finally get outside, right? And on the grounds of these houses, I'm getting this house is encapsulated, it's enclosed by hedges that are extremely tall. It's like negative energy cannot be penetrated through the hedges of this house. Like, it's giving me like a spiritual house, a house that was built when you perhaps when you were a child or something like that. And that's what I'm saying. Like, this house was, you could tell it had been renovated. Now what was I just saying? When you go outside, hold on, I drew something else. When you go outside, what was this? Hold on. Ooh. I have another vision that goes with this too. I was gonna show y'all. Alright, so yeah, I redrew it. And this is when I was in the pool. So, here's me here's Paris in the pool. Here's me and my floaty. She's like, you need to go. And then I go over here and I hop out the pool. And then there's like this heavy set lady with the fucking bun and like messy hair coming out. But she's a heavy set white lady who looked like she could have been Hispanic. And I go in here and then like, yeah, it was like a wrap. Like, she handed me this little fruity candy. And after that, I was just the dream ended. So I think certain things are being hidden from me because of the level of severity in which it is. But as you can see, this is a hotel, and I've looked up different Hilton hotels and whatnot, so I'm not sure if it was actual Hilton or not. But I just remember, like, in the pool area where this pool is at, right next to it, like, you hop off, you walk across the sidewalk, and it's given like a secluded pool, like a private pool, and it goes up into this elevator. But this was like a building, so underneath it was like a tunnel underneath. And I was just so obscurely, what the fuck's going on? Like, I didn't even know what the fuck I didn't even know what to think, what to say, what to do about the stream. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a a message from my from the channeled. All right, we're gonna take it. From the channeled sigils that I have made. So, a while ago, actually. So we have renewal energy out here. This is giving Cancer. This is giving Scorpio. It also gives me Virgo. It also gives, okay, so water sign could be significant in this entire situation case. But renewal of a situation is coming. So this whole situation is going to be renewed. Like, renewment will come. It's like a rebirth of this situation will come, but things, I'm hearing, like, what has been taken will be returned. Then under that, we have mysteries, secrets, occult abilities. All right. Then what first initially came out was hail, the wrath of nature, uncontrolled forces, and chaos. And it's red. So it's definitely given, like, you know, and just the codes being red, and that's the card that chose to come out. Yeah. Chariot, travel, journey, evolution, and rage. All right, so water is very significant. I feel like somebody's true home is over a body of water. Somebody was taken from their home. Somebody was, yeah. All right, so this deck can get kind of dark. Alright, so eating and sacrificing babies is the origin of dark magic. Time to correct it. All new spiritual laws. Grand trines are uniquely untouchable. They are targets. Alright. If you don't know what the grand trine is, look it up. Alright, Holy Spirit, what else? What do I need to see? What's this message in regards to? Sex is a ritual. Set your intentions and or let them go. If so, always use protection. Oh, God. Control. Someone was trying to control you by putting blood in your food. Energy they cannot take back. What's coming out and wanted to come out was all the food on earth needs to be remanufactured. Basements are sacrificial playgrounds. All right, so if you grew up with a grandparent who perhaps had, like, or a family, oh shit, okay, one card left on my leg, or you grew up with around an older family member who had they may have had, like, black and white tiles on in their basement floor. They could have had, you know, symbolism of what they truly do. Like, Satanists, what they do is they play right in your face. They make what they do very obvious in subtle ways. They like to play. They're very psychotic and they like to play mind games. So they will put symbolic things, like, in your way to let you know, like, what I, you know, who I am or what I do or what I'm involved with. This is the epitome of their downfall. They like to play right in front of people's faces, but for a reason, because they're heartless, they're soulless, they don't care what they do. They want you to know what they do. That's what makes them feel good. Okay, it's very sickening, and it's like delusional. All right, so then we have someone is so obsessed with you, they enter your dreams, thoughts, and everyday life in order to try and manipulate you. So somebody trying to keep you in low vibrational energy, somebody trying to see what you're up to. Spiritual spy. All right, so I'm gonna pull from this deck. get 3. I'm not going to do a whole reading on this. But that's just what I saw. Holy Spirit, can you show me what's been jeopardized? What was jeopardized in this situation? What is the message of this dream? What was jeopardized? What is the message of this dream? What do we need to know? What do you need me to share with the collective? Oh. This is sick. I don't get this at all. 23, romance. All right, Jordan number 23 breaking down to a 5. Romance is a sacred power. Let it come to me this hour. So I'm getting somebody that is obsessed with you, is in love with you, but the person that did this to you is obsessed with you, all right, because they are in love with you. They are sickly in love with you. 21, sensuality. 21 breaking down to a 3. Your freedom flowing from far away. I dance, I love, I laugh, I play. Energy you can't take back. And this is giving me like so much pain, so much blood, so much like, yeah, the basements are sacrificial playgrounds. Someone eats and sacrifices babies. All right, this is dark magic as fuck. Somebody may have stole your love. Somebody may have stole your innocence. Someone is just an adult and is in love with a child. That's what I'm getting. All right, one more. All right, what is this? Courage. Oh, nope. Psychic protection. Number 4. All right. Around me now, a shield of gold protecting me, strong and bold. All right. So you could have a, spiritual spy. So you need to up your protection. You need to have spiritual protection. Someone sees, you see very clearly about what's going on in your situation. Again, this is also about God, I've seen God reject this situation. It's just a devil ass situation. It's like they couldn't pay the piper. Then we have Page of Pentacles that came out. This is somebody who wants to share wealth. This is somebody who is focused. This is somebody who this is a very charitable energy. Also perfectionism. Somebody who wants to contribute, collaborate. Somebody saw this as so somebody did this for a financial opportunity. Okay, so these are psychic vampires that we're dealing with. These are very demonic people. They like to see people in pain. They fall in love with seeing people in pain. That's what brings them joy, and you need psychic protection from these people. The Page of Pentacles is all because of for financial purposes. Also, I remember like when I first moved to Washington when I was a kid, I never really ever watched TV. I was never the person to just go and turn the TV on. It always made me feel some sort of way, and like sitting in front of the TV too long always like irritated me. So I would always like do something else. But this is when I was a child. The first TV shows that I was always like kind of like invited to watch with my mom was Paris and Nicole and CSI. And she would always make me sing the theme song of CSI with her. Who are you? Who, which is owl energy. Let me see, where are owls predominantly in the world? If this shit says Germany, I'm gonna lose my mind. Alright, so more than half of the owls in the world live in the neotropics of sub-Saharan Africa, and only 19 species reside in the United States and Canada. One of the most remarkable things about owls is that they... Okay. So, Holy Spirit, what do we need to know in this situation? What do you want me to share? What are these people going through right now? These people are going through a change in their wheel of fortune. These people are, so yeah, karma is being served to them. They are currently in their karmic cycle. They are currently going through it. These are people who are, it's giving like, see all these stars? It's giving like, you may know only of this many cards of people that are involved in this situation, but in reality it's all these cards, the checkerboard, like count each square as one, and the motherfucking stars all behind them. So it's like it's giving like millions of people involved in this situation. The effects of the situation the outcome of this situation could affect and involve millions of people, and all the people in high statures of earnings, people that have gotten their positions, forcefully, blackmailedly, unethically. Page of Cups. So this is, rebirth, new birth, birthing of a new idea, new opportunity, new creative project, new curiosity. Also, somebody may want to be trying to come in and give you a child. Perhaps you are. So my tongue's feeling kind of fuzzy right now. I don't know why. Strange. So somebody's like, okay, I don't know. Somebody's allergic to bananas. That's the only thing I know of that makes it. Or somebody has allergic outbreaks or allergic reactions. Somebody's allergic to sand. Somebody's allergic to the beach. Somebody's allergic to fish. All right. That's what they're going through. That's what they're hiding. And this is... Also, the rabbit represents innocence. So the ancestors are aware of who is innocent in this situation and who is not. And they are calling karma, divine justice, all right, over these people, their entire soul, mind, bodies, and hearts. These people are in despair. These people are being judged for what they have done. These are, people that they did it for curiosity, just to see what would happen. I'm getting like people are experimenting. The Fool is also a very free-spirited person, somebody, who's just... What's another? How can the Fool be represented? The Fool can be represented as leaps of faith, taking risks. We have 3 major arcanas. Okay, so, yeah, 3 major shifts, 2 pages. And pages are like... Pages represent the inflow of something new. So these people are having changes to their money. They're having changes to their opportunities, their contracts. They're about to experience the wrong side, the downside of fortune, okay? These people are simply just being judged by the divine for what they have done. And the Fool represents a new beginning, having faith in the future, being inexperienced. I'm just reading some extra notes. Not knowing what to expect, having beginner's luck, improvisation, and believing in the universe. So, believe in the universe of the situation that what has been taken from you will be restored, will be replenished, will be given back. Like, this is, somebody wants to give you something. This could be authorities. This could be like a whole mobile, like a whole, you could be getting a whole motherfucking yacht. Who knows? Holy Spirit, why did these people do this? What was the purpose of the picture? King of Cups. So this is Sagittarius energy. Somebody, this is a father figure. Somebody who's emotionally imbalanced. Somebody who likes chess. All right, chessboard under here. This is somebody who likes control. This is it's giving like evil only child. This is somebody who's been plotting, planning, sitting back and waiting on their investments. All right, so somebody found you. So somebody, okay. So see how the cup is empty here, but this landed on top of the Page of Cups. Somebody found that because their cup was empty, let me, all right, let me use this child for financial gain. Let me use this child as an investment once their cup became filled with something else. And this is like, yeah, somebody thought this was going to be a good investment. Somebody thought systematically pimping you out without, like, it's like trying to pimp you out without your knowledge, but still allowing you to have freedom. So not technically like forcing you to do all that, but they did in a sense. That if I don't know how to, so something's missing. So I'm hearing, I'd rather be with you and all your bullshit. So there could be a King of Cups on the positive side who's coming, who's seeing you as an investment, who's sitting back and playing on how to help you in this situation because they are free spirit, because they can relate, because they are connected to their ancestors as well. This could be your psychic protector, all right? If there is protection going on here. All right, but what wanted to come out was the Eight of Pentacles, plotting and planning on, yeah, so somebody's plotting and planning. Somebody thought this was a good investment to do this, but there's other forces, other people working. Okay, so these are other people working on turning the wheel of karma against these people, in which we are doing so. All right, and then I'm gonna leave it here because we have this strength, and we are backed by the universe in this situation. Yeah, the strength card, Leo energy. All right, this is definitely involving a Leo. Hold on. Yep, I was just about to say, God wants you to be the free spirit and speak your truth. Don't be afraid to take that risk. Don't be afraid to hop into the unknown. Don't be afraid to, you know, express yourself. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. Don't be afraid to speak on the things that you see. God gives us very specific dreams for a reason, all right? And I got, just doing that, the King of Swords, which is the absolute truth, intellectual power, intellectual knowledge, divine knowledge, giving and receiving of downloads, being able to analyze, truly understand an energy in any place or situation, being able to speak the truth regardless of what it is. But this is also being knowledgeable, knowing when to speak, knowing when not to speak, and knowing when to just cut a bitch and walk away and leave it at that. All right, so I'm going to leave it at that because it seems that God is bringing in something a little better. All right. 10 of Cups. Somebody is... yeah, hold on. So, okay, got it. So this is the truth as well into this situation. Somebody's authoritative figure was sickly in love with them. All right, 10 of Cups is somebody who sees you as their soulmate, as their twin flame, as their zodiac match, as their true lover, as everything. But it's sick, like a bitch, like I'm your, like nigga, bitch, nigga, I'm your child. This shit ain't ever gonna happen. It's never gonna work. It ain't, no, none of that. And then we have the Six of Cups. So this is childhood memories, traveling back, you know, childhood trauma, healing trauma. Also, this is revisiting the past. So, yeah, I'm telling y'all, this vision, I already said it. The vision that I saw was covered in a gray film, but I could still see color through the film. So that's how I knew it was a past situation. And I'm going to leave it here because we have the Tower, and we also have many major arcanas out here. This is a major situation. This is a very major upheaval, a very grand transition and change in the way that people live their lives. And it's just, when I see the Tower card, this is like something that can avoid. This is like this shit's gonna make the news no matter what type of shit. So, yeah. I'm just here to let y'all know that God does reject handling situations, okay? He does pass over certain situations to Satan, him, or whoever. Excuse me. God hands over situations like that to his motherfucking created gods of the fucking underworld. So, there you go. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. Alright, I hope you all have a grand morning, afternoon, evening. Alright? I don't know what I was about to say. I was about to say after watching this video. If you made it this far, congratulations to you. You're a dope ass person. Thank you so much. Please, please, please feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You don't have to, but it's free as fuck, so you should. I don't know why you wouldn't. But yeah, just know that, yeah, God's pretty cool. 7:44 p.m. All right, you guys have a good night. Much love. Bye.